Hello, how are you guys doing today? Oh my lord, it is late and I am tired. I actually fell asleep in bed on holding my phone. And so I don't know how long I'm gonna vlog for. I have a long day tomorrow. I have a meeting from 1 to 3 and then a meeting from 3 to 5 with 2 different groups for projects that are going to happen in January. And then I have to be at my husband does a lot of contractual work. A lot of people lately have been asking, like, what does Peter's husband do for a living or whatever. He's in PR and marketing. And so he gets hired out by smaller businesses to kind of like put together all of their like media marketing and things like that. It's usually companies that have like PR needs, if that makes sense. Like they need like a PR rep. I don't really know how to get into it more than that, but it would be like, it wouldn't be like, I don't know, like an eye doctor. It would be like the Colts in Indianapolis, like a football team, if that makes sense. Like it would be somebody that would need to make like press statements and stuff like that. So it's kind of a really exciting job for him, and he gets to do some really neat stuff with it and learn about some really different things. But anyway, he does 3 different contracts right now with 3 different businesses, and so that meant 3 different Christmas parties this year, and one of them we already went to. The second one is tomorrow night, and it'll be really fun. I like the group that we're going with. They're all laid back, and they're very fun, and we're going to this really cool restaurant tomorrow night for that. But it's at 7, and so I'll get done at 5, and then I'll probably be home by like 5:30, and then have to take a shower and get ready and leave the house by like no later than 20 till 7. So it gives me like an hour and 10 minutes to shower, change, let the dogs out, and make my videos. So I would have to get up tomorrow morning. I was thinking about this on the way out. This is what kills me about YouTubers that are like, I'm gonna have to quit doing videos and get a real job. What I hate about that is this, okay? Is that like, I don't sit here and like freak out over trying to figure out, these houses are so pretty with the Christmas tree lights this year. There's so many people I feel like that just like really went gung-ho with it. But anyway, what kills me about that is like, I don't sit here and kind of like freak out going, okay, like how am I gonna get these videos done tomorrow? I'm gonna have to get up at this time to make, whatever. It's because I love to make videos. If I didn't love to make videos, I just wouldn't make videos, you know what I mean? And it's not, and then it's because of the money. These people are, they're all money driven is what it's about, you know? Okay, then come on there and say, I have to make videos because of the money. And I've gotten myself into a situation where I have to make videos because of the money, because this is now my full-time job. And then everybody will watch you differently because nobody wants to. I've never watched a YouTuber and really like respected the shit out of them because it was their full-time job. I don't understand why they come on there and say that, like this is now my full-time job. Like, okay, props, like we've watched so many of your videos that you can now quit your job. You know what I mean? Like, is that what you're saying? I don't know. I don't understand that need to do that and then make that announcement. I mean, there's been YouTubers that I guess I don't really know anybody. Up until recently, I don't feel like it was really a thing, It's like, I don't remember watching Tyler Oakley and Glozell and maybe they did, and I just don't remember, or Kingsley and, Will and RJ. I don't remember them saying that they were quitting their real jobs to do YouTube. I don't remember, like, that. That's like a newer thing that people say. I think it's actually, because I'm really just thinking about a married couple that I know, well, a couple of them, that say that, and I really think it's more the entitlement of the YouTuber than it is a YouTube thing, I guess. Who knows? I don't know. I don't think too much about it. But I love making videos. And it's really not so much about the money for me. So it's really not so much about the money for me at all. I mean, the money is nice, don't get me wrong. To get paid to do something, get paid a little extra to do something that you absolutely love. I mean, come on. I mean, that's living the dream right there. But I love making videos, and if I didn't get paid a cent, I continue to make videos. So I'm like trying to figure out how to make these. I already know what I'm going to do on my drama video tomorrow. I'm like sitting here driving like before I was making this, and I was like, okay, so this is what you're going to do in your drama video. And then I already knew what I was going to do in my Peterisms video because I talked... Oh no! Oh my god. Okay, so I started filming my Peterisms video today, and then like the camera shut off because y'all know that the temperature gauge on my camera sucks. So it shut off like halfway through this like 8-minute video. I was so mad. And I was running late to get to marriage counseling, so I was like, I'll just do another one. I'll just read one, right? So I read the wedding cake, Cuts Deep. If you watch that, one of the things I didn't say on there was that was actually on the Huffington Post, and it was actually on 2 other publications. One of them is called the Belarco Project, and that specific post I was so proud of. It was one of my very first ones, you guys, that like went national and got like on national publication. And I'm not patting my own back, maybe a little bit, I don't know. That was just a really cool moment in my life, you know, to be able to go to like a national publication and see it like on the front page of like the website. It was like a really cool thing for me. And yeah, it was really cool. I don't know. I was always a kid that was told, you know, in school and that I couldn't make it. It's so funny. I fell asleep in bed before I was doing this, and I just had a dream about my mom, and I was playing piano, and my mom was sitting on this bar stool, and it was like for this audience, and she was like, she had come back. This is weird. Like, I don't know why I just remember this dream, but she said, play a song for me, and I'll sing it for them. And I said, I don't know how to play piano. And I was like looking at this music on the piano, and there was this flyer for my teacher, and it said 3.1. And like back when I was in elementary school, there was like 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, depending on the teachers. And it said Mrs. Becker 3.1, who is my 3rd grade teacher. And I like came around, and this guy started playing the piano for my mom, and it was that song in Annie Hall that my mom loved, that seems like old times, having you to walk with. I wonder if that was my mom visiting me in my dreams. Anyway, and I walked around and I showed her this flyer, and she was like, I remember Mrs. Becker, don't you remember her? And I just kind of stood there. That was my dream. I just remembered that. That is so bizarre. But anyway, I don't know what I was talking about. So yeah, I just have to figure out, like, you know, when I'm gonna make my videos tomorrow, and like how I'm gonna get everything done. Because I love doing that, you know? I feel so blessed in my life to be able to have all of these things that I do that I absolutely love. You know, it's like, so I get to put, you know, these team building programs together for companies, which is so fun. And then I get to, you know, make YouTube videos, which I just love so much, and I love interacting with you guys. I swear, okay? In the next couple days, I don't know which day, maybe Thursday, because I have nothing to do on Thursday, I'm going to sit down and respond to the emails and to the social media. I am so behind. If you have left me a message on Twitter, like a direct message, or Snapchat, a video, because everything else I've answered, or an email, you guys, or Instagram, I'm like so behind on all of it, you guys. I really, really apologize. It's like every time I go in there, I answer like 3 or 4, and then I look, and I'm like, it's like, oh my God, it's a little overwhelming. So, and you know, like, I knew the day would come where it would be like hard for me to keep up with all of that, but I was like, I'm gonna just keep on trying as much as I can, because interacting with you guys is what I really, really like about all of it, you know? I mean, it's so fun, and I've met so many people, and I don't know, maybe I could take like one day a week and do, I'm gonna have to think about how to do this. Like one day a week and think about how I was gonna do it. Like, you know, like Mondays be email, Tuesday be Snapchat or something like that, I don't know. But I'm gonna try to answer all that stuff. So, my Snapchat, I literally had not opened it, and it went back like a week. And then I think that after that, it like erases them. So I don't want people to think that I'm not opening them. It's like I'm just not getting to them sometimes in time. So anyway, and a lot of times I answer my, Snapchat laying in bed with Alex, and so I can't open the videos because they're loud. It's hard. I have to, so I have to answer just the written ones and the pictures. So anyway, but I love that stuff. My husband is off starting on, he has to work on Saturday. He's real over it. But he is off all next week. He has nothing to do. Well, he has to go in and work one day putting together a press package, I think, for somebody. And then other than that, he's like done. Seems like old times. Oh my God, I watched that season for Miracles last night. I love that movie so much. I'd forgotten how much I loved it. And so we went to marriage counseling today. I like sat around all day long. I made my videos, and then we went to marriage counseling. We had a great marriage counseling session, and I felt bad because I wanted to get our counselor a gift for Christmas, even though he says he doesn't accept gifts. I looked at him and I said, yes, you will. Come on now. And he wears these. I was either going to get him like a gift certificate to like just Starbucks or something, but like everybody does that. But he wears these like real funky socks, like those happy socks. And I was just going to go to Target and buy him like 3 pairs for real cheap. Target has the coolest socks for guys, period. Even better than the happy socks. So my camera shut itself off again because of the heat. Which is really interesting because the other day I was like watching a clip of that happening. And it must shut it off but keep filming for a couple seconds because it showed me like going to turn it off. But what it shows me is just this black screen and it says like the heat is too high, so I don't know what that's about. But anyway, I've let it sit here for like 5 minutes while I was listening to my audiobook, Jacob T. Marley. Do you guys want to see it? Well, you can't really see it. It's like, it shows a little. But anyway, man, that Ebenezer Scrooge and Jacob Marley, they were quite a pair. This is a fictional, well, they're both fiction, but this is like who was Jacob Marley, because we never really found out much about him, so it's about his life. It's interesting. But anyway, so yeah, our counselor, I was going to buy him like 3 pairs of these like $5 socks from Target, and maybe like a gift card to Starbucks or something, but I totally forgot that today was like the last day that we'd see him before Christmas, so I'll have to get it for him for next week. And then I was kind of sad. I talked to my cousin Caroline today when I was on my way there, and she's like, we're not really doing anything for Christmas. She's like, they're going out to dinner with her husband's mom and her dad, but like, she's like, Peter, I just couldn't put another dinner together. I'm really sorry. And I was like, hey, I totally understand, you know, but it's like, we said that we were always going to do Christmas together, and you know, I could have put a Christmas together at my house and had them all over there, so it's not like it's her responsibility to do that, you know, but like, I don't know, it's weird. It's like, the first Christmas I'm not going to spend with my mom's side of the family in forever. And then my dad wanted to do Christmas with us on the 23rd, but Alex has to work, so we are not going to see them till after Christmas. So I'm just going to see Alex's family for Christmas. I don't know, it's just weird to me this year. It's like, my family just keeps on getting smaller and smaller on my side. You know, we did talk about that in marriage counseling a little bit, that I feel to some degree orphaned. And I'm so thankful for Alex and his family, but unless you're an in-law or, you know, and you don't really have family on your side, it's like, I don't think you can really understand. It's like, you're very thankful for them, and they like really include me in everything, and they make me feel that way, but it's like at the same time, it's like, I don't know, it's just hard, you know? It's hard because like I see Alex like dancing with his mom, or Carlos dancing with his mom, and it's like, you know, I don't get to dance with my mom, but, I mean, that's, I just bit my mouth, that's life. And, my brother-in-law Fufu isn't coming home for Christmas. He and his girlfriend Jessie are just going to stay in San Diego, so, they're not going to see any family for Christmas. You know, there's always, listen, to find gratitude, just look at the person that has it off different than you or worse than you, because there's always somebody that has it 10 times worse than you, you know? I mean, hell, there's somebody that's going to be, like, starving because they don't have any food on Christmas, and I'm sitting here complaining because I don't have family, you know? It's like, let's put it in perspective, Peter. There's always somebody out there that has it better than you, and there's always somebody that has it worse than you, and you just cannot compare your journey to other people. You just can't. It's pointless to compare your journey to other people's, you know? So, what was I saying earlier? Yeah, I think what I'm going to do tomorrow for my videos is I think I'm going to, you guys want to see how my creative process works? Dude with a camera. I do feel like I have a bit of a creative process with my videos, though. So, like, I already know what I'm doing my drama video about. And, I'm going to do, so that all I have to do is get up and do it, you know? And then I'm gonna do my Peterisms video. Was doing, so I have a Christmas, my Christmas and treatment that I was gonna do. I wanna do Christmas ones this week. So that's one, and then another one is a Christmas like 2 years before I got sober with my mom. That was actually kind of a very spiritual Christmas. And I think I'm gonna call it the Liar's Christmas. And so that was like, those are two that I'm going to do for my Peterisms channel, which I'm loving that channel. It's so much fun just to look back and tell stories. And then my BookTube one, I think I'm going to do, like, on the way home from my office to my house, I'm going to do a book vlog. Those seem to go really well on BookTube. People like when I just, like, get in my car and talk about books, which is so funny to me, you know? Because I love it. I love it anyway, but it's like, one specific person continues to ask for me to do that, and they're like, oh, I miss your BookTube vlogs and whatever. So yeah, I'll do that. And then I had a second video that I was gonna post today, but I kind of tweeted out about it a little bit. I'd already made the video, and enough people said they really didn't want to see it, and I just thought, you know what, Peter, like, just listen to the people that love your channel. Listen to the people that love you. Don't post a video, you know? If it's gonna offend even a couple people, don't put it out. So I didn't. And just so you don't have to guess what it was about, it was another video about Jordan Byers' review, but it was with new information and new evidence, supposedly, but I didn't need to make the video. I made the video. The video was like literally like 10 minutes of fan flipping and stories. It was very little to do with her anyway, but I knew because of the Twitter messages that I got that the reception would not be great, and so I thought, you know what, just delete the video and don't post it. So that's what I chose to do. And yeah. So anyway, let's see. Past the police officer. I'm like, is he gonna turn? But he didn't turn yet. Big time boogie on a Saturday night. It's very still outside tonight. I've had a headache all day long today, like a migraine, and I think it's because it got like really warm. It's like, it was 45 degrees all day today. It's 32 right now. We haven't had any snow this year yet. We had like a sprinkling of snow one day. But I'm like, I want snow, damn it. It's Christmas. It's so funny, like, I drive out here all the time now. We used to have a friend that lived out here. It's called South Harbor in Noblesville. And I can remember when we came to go visit her, I was like, God, it's so far away. She lives so far away from everything. And now we're like, I drive out here like every night. That's so funny. Perspective, right? Perspective is everything. I'm excited for Christmas. I'm excited to spend a week with my husband. I'm excited for my husband to have a week where he doesn't have to work. He works so much. He just deserves to relax. I was like, what are you going to do? And he was like, nothing. I'm going to catch up on TV. I'm going to do a little shopping if I get some gift cards. That was a hint. And he's like, and I think that's about it. And then we're going to this New Year's Eve party. Moulin Rouge at the Pavilion. And if any of you are in Indianapolis and you're interested in going, I have a code that you can get a certain percentage off of. And if you buy a ticket with my code, I get 10% of the price of the ticket, but you don't have to buy the ticket. So, but if you're interested, if anybody's interested, put it in the comment section below, and I will put I'll get the code and I'll put it on here, and it's Moulin Rouge themed. It'll be so much fun. Alex is like, what are you gonna wear that's Moulin Rouge? I was like, I don't know. Maybe I'll dress up like Nicole Kidman, who I can't stand. He's like, I've never seen it. I go, and I can't, like, I'm the one that, like, hasn't seen a lot of movies, sometimes, like, these kind of movies. And I was like, you've never seen Moulin Rouge? Because, like, that's totally up Alex's alley. And he was like, no, you know I hate musicals. And I go, it's not really, like, musical, though. It's like that Baz Luhrmann. I was like, he's the one that did Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio, and he was like, oh yeah, he goes, is it like that? And I go, yeah, it's a lot like that. And he goes, well, that's still, was that a musical? And I go, well, I mean, it's a musical. I go, Moulin Rouge is a musical, they're singing and stuff in it, but it's like so much more than that. It's really colorful and stuff, you know? And he goes, so it's a musical. I go, well, I guess it's a musical. We went to Cheesecake Factory tonight after our counseling session, and he had this sandwich that I love from Cheesecake. It was the grilled chicken avocado sandwich. And he had it without a bun, with lettuce. He's such a good eater anymore. But he did have fries. And then they have the best fries in the entire world. And they have the best ranch, too. I had a grilled cheese sandwich. And the woman that brought the food to us, she was like, that looks real good, kiddo. I was like, what? Kind of talking down to me a little bit. I love going out to eat. It's like one of my favorite things to do. I love naps. I love going out to eat. I don't love to shop. It's like, that's not one of my favorite things. I don't like crowds unless I'm sitting with my back up somewhere and I can look at the crowd. Like, then I'm good. I always have to have my back against the wall in a restaurant. It's like old. Like, I'm sure somebody can analyze that below. I've had so many counselors tell me what that's about. It's a control issue thing. Like, I have to kind of be able to see the whole thing of what's going on. It probably stems from me, like, being in elementary school and somebody throwing something at me in the cafeteria is probably what it really is from. And me not seeing where it's coming from. It's cold. What are you guys doing for New Year's? We usually go to this big party every year. Last year, that we always go to the Ciroc vodka party. And this is, I said to Alex last year, I go, I'm not going again. I said, I'm not doing it again this year. I said, it has gotten worse and worse every year. And they always give us a free table because we know the people that run it. They're very, very nice. We put a lot of information about it on the website. But I said, I'm not doing it this year. I'm not. And last year, we took Alex's whole family. His grandma, his 87-year-old grandma, went with us and danced all night long. His mom and her ex-husband and all, you know, so many, I don't know, it was like Fufu, Jesse, me, Alex, Liliana, Carlos, his Aunt Jackie, and Ed, her husband. We took all these people, and I'm going to show you guys a Venezuelan Christmas this year. I'm so excited. And so yeah, we had a good time. That was really fun, but they stuck our ass in a corner, and we were in like the worst room at this party, and there was nowhere to, and I'm like, no, we have come to this thing too many years in a row, and there was nowhere really to sit. We had like 3 little chairs for like 8 people, and so what I wanted to do was, I wanted to rent a cabin in like Gatlinburg for all of us, and I said I would like pay for it. I said, I'll pay for it if we can go there. Or I said we could get like 3 or 4 couples and go and do it. I think that would be really fun, you know? And I even think it would be fun to like get a cabin in the mountains and like let everybody bring their kids, you know? And which would, for us, if it was like Alex and I, Melissa and her husband Jason, and Aaron and her husband Eric. Well, Aaron's 2 kids, Levi and Maddie could come and each bring a friend, and so it would be them and four kids, and they're like so well behaved anyway, and they're just such cool kids that like we wouldn't care, and then we could have gotten like a 4 or 5 bedroom cabin, and each of us paid like $500 or $600 for a week and gotten some amazing cabin, and that would have been so much fun for the week of New Year's, right? But like nobody wants to do that. They're like, no, let's go to the Moulin Rouge party. I'm like, because we need to go to one more party in a club, right? Like we haven't done that enough in our lives. Like I want some experiences, like I want to spend a New Year's in Paris is what I want to do. Like I want to spend a New Year's, in, I don't know, a boat in the middle of the Caribbean. I want to spend if I'm going to spend New Year's in a club, I want it to be in Vegas or something. You know what I mean? Like it's like I want experiences. When I was a little kid, we used to, I think I always was with my mom for New Year's. Well, that's not true, because some New Year's, my dad would like grill out, a lot of times when he was living in this apartment, he would grill out New York strips and then make wild rice and spinach souffle. My dad is an amazing cook. And for New Year's Eve. And then we would vote on do you guys remember, I think it's still around, the movie channel. Is that channel still around, that cable channel? And we would vote on like what movie we wanted to like watch. You could like call in and vote, and then whatever movie it was at midnight, they would show it, and then they'd let me stay up, and we would always call in and vote for Arthur, because we loved the movie Arthur with Dudley Moore. And it was like between Stripes and Arthur. And maybe that was just one year, I don't remember, but like we used to love that movie Arthur. And I remember we like called it like 8 times or something. And that was like one New Year's. But a lot of New Year's when I was with my mom, like we would like take pans out in the middle of the street and bang the pans and stuff and shout and hoot and holler at midnight. Do you remember that? And my mom would have like a friend over and like her kids and whatever. I miss those New Year's. Those are like the New Year's. Like, and I remember like going over to people's houses like as a kid, and like it would be like an adult party, but there would be like 2 of us kids there, and we would like be in another room watching a movie, and they would like have a very elegant dinner, like a dress up, get very elegant. We're going to a steakhouse. We're going to Monn Steakhouse in Indianapolis, which is very interesting, being that I'm a vegetarian. You guys, I've been a vegetarian for 5 months now, and honestly, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it anymore. I don't really, to be honest with you, know why I'm doing it. Like, I feel so conflicted by it. Like, I feel like my menu options are like, I don't know. It's like, I just feel like there's not a lot for me to eat. And I don't feel like I have this drive to be a vegetarian, and I'm sure as shit not doing it for the health reasons, because I've gained a lot of my weight back. So it's like, I don't really know why I'm doing it. Like, I guess for the animal rights stuff. But it's like I never really think about that throughout the day. I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing it. Oh well. I have to say I do probably, I don't know, I feel better. It's like I'm not like, well actually it's interesting because we were sitting next to this guy tonight, he and like all of his sisters, and he had a steak and like mashed potatoes, and I was like, God, that steak looks so good. But like, I never crave a steak. Like, I never like sitting here talking about Morton's. Like, if we were going to Morton's Steakhouse for New Year's and I wasn't a vegetarian, I probably would get chicken, which is meat. But like, I just don't, like, it's not hard for me. Like, I don't, even like when I would go with my aunt and, my uncle, and we would go to steakhouses with Alex and stuff like that, like I would always get like chicken or a salad. Like, I'm just not a big steak, I was never a big red meat eater unless it was like fast food, and God knows if that's really that much of red meat anyway. I don't know. But then there's a part of me that feels like I'm letting myself down if I stop doing it, I mean, honestly, when I started doing it, I thought I would only do it for a month, and now it's been like August, September, October, November. At the end of this month, it'll have been 5 months with no meat, And, I mean, I know that there are people that have been vegetarians forever. Hell, I know kids that are 15 years old that have been vegetarians since birth. So it's not like I'm doing anything that's that great, but it's like, I guess I'm trying to contribute some small way, I don't know. It kind of feels cold outside. outside. It's like the air, it just went up to 34. Tomorrow's my last really long day. Like, I have nothing on Thursday, and then on Friday, I have a hair appointment, and then I have one meeting, check-in, with something that I have to do, like, right at the beginning of January. And, I think it's at, my hair appointment's at 11. I may have, yeah, I think it's at 1 or 2. And then after that, I'm done. And I don't have anything to do until the following Wednesday. So I'm off Saturday, well, really, you know, Friday, well, I mean, let's just say Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday. But the following week, I don't have a whole lot either. So it's really nice to get those 4 days to spend with my husband. Excited about that. So, oh, the battery's dead on the camera. Imagine that. I don't understand what it's on. I plugged this camera in all night long. How did it go dead so quick? But I've talked for, I think, about almost 30 minutes now. So I'm going to get off here and come back on tomorrow. Come back on tomorrow. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. I'm going to watch that tomorrow. That's going to be my movie tomorrow. Did you guys like that movie, Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas? I love it. All right, you guys. I will talk to you tomorrow. I love you. I hope you are having a wonderful Christmas or holiday season, whatever holiday you celebrate. And I'm going to try the next couple nights to tell some, like, Christmas stories on here, like things that happened to me with Christmas. Just because I kind of want to remember that. And the last week of the year, I'm going to be doing some looking back on this year, looking back on past years. And then the last post that I do on here for the year will probably be, well, the last post that I post will actually be from the 30th, won't it? Going into the 31st. So I think that that night I will drive around and just look past over the past year and everything that's happened. I mean, I think it would be very apropos to talk about the vlog and what's happened on here in the last year, don't you think? I mean, like, for me just to do some random vlog wouldn't make sense. So that's what I'll be doing. That will go up on the 31st, and that will be my last vlog. And then my post for the 1st will be what happened on New Year's Eve. So, and I'm excited. And yeah, some people have kept a lot of people have asked me, what are you going to do in 2018? Well, I'm going to do what I did in 2017. We're just going to go forward. We're going to build this thing and keep on going. So let me know if you guys like the shorter vlogs, the longer vlogs. You like the story times, you like the driving around, you like me showing parts of your life. What do you like? I'm going to try to do more of what you guys want in 2018. So please leave it in the comment section below what you guys would like to see more of in 2018. Especially the length of would really be helpful to me. And I don't know, maybe I need to take a poll on here one night. So I'm not going to do it tonight, but that's kind of a little bit of what we're looking at for the next 2 weeks, unless something traumatic happens or comes up, and then I have to talk about that. So anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.